Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.
Hello, hello, hello. How are you, Nicole? Oh, it's okay. We had these issues before, so hold on. I heard you before. Talk. It's okay. We'll get it. We were having issues before. I swear it's something with the planets. If you have to come back in, you can't like do your settings or whatever. It's okay. Yeah. It's not on this. There you go. She's just gonna go and come back. So I'm gonna welcome everybody. She'll be right here. We'll just give her a second. Lots of technical difficulties. Life has been challenging. Just technology. Some crazy stuff, energies going on, I guess. Before her sound was working, but I see you.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, we're good to go.
I see and hear you. I was like, it's just been one of those days.
It really has to. Oh my goodness.
It's okay. We have quite a few people here. We have JR is here over on YouTube. So welcome, welcome. Tanzi. Hi, Nicole. Would love a reading if my spirit family came through. I believe you're doing spirit led tonight, right? You do spirit led, right? Hold on, she's getting messages already. So we'll let her just do her thing and I'll just welcome everybody while she's doing her thing. Welcome, Laura. Welcome, Angie. How are you? What is up with your sound? I can't hear you again. Hi, Lisa. Hello, Naomi. Yeah, I can't hear you again, honey. Hold on. It might take us a few minutes to get her glitches, and that's okay. She'll get it. Hi, Carrie. How are you? Welcome, Deborah and Maddie. Hey, ladies. May I please have a reading? She's doing spirit led tonight. Let us get through. Loving the hair down. Hey, I can hear you again. Is your hair purple?
Yeah, I do have some purple in my hair. There's green in there too, but
Oh, I love the purple.
you.
I love that. So don't touch anything, and your sound should be great.
I'll hold my
I don't.
breath.
I don't know what it's doing. Is there wires or something? Like,
I don't know. It looked like it was gonna storm earlier, but it's sunshiny and beautiful out.
huh? That's crazy. Okay, you have Carrie here too.
Hi.
She said, "Great to see us both." And Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. And Maddie. And I was just telling Maddie that you're doing spirit led.
Yes.
And Carly. And spirit led's she'll explain to you.
Yes. So
Tanzi. Yes.
spirit is I'm just kind of bringing in whoever comes through. Um, I see and communicate with spirit in all different kinds of ways. It just depends on what they want to share with me. Sometimes it's just completely from their point of view. I don't see them at all. Um,
Mm,
Sometimes they'll stand like right in front of me and I can see them clearly, but a lot of the time it's just kind of like they're giving me their energy and they're sharing with me their memories.
fun. So you get to play charades. That's what we call medium charades. Just
Yeah, sometimes they'll give me like one word and they'll show me something and then I have to try to put it together. I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? Oh, goodness, my hair's looking crazy. Okay. Oh, I can't see you anymore.
oh, that's funny. I'm back. So we definitely have some spirits playing with our technology tonight. That's what I'm gonna sage some more. It's just a game. Like it's just so you know, I got played with last night and it was really funny. I've never had this happen before. I had I did a spirit led and I had this really cool guy come through, an older man, and then he left, so I thought, and another guy comes through, right? It was the same guy. Totally the same guy, but totally presented himself differently. It was the funniest thing I've never had that happen. Hi, Lynette. Yeah, it was really funny, and he was a character, and I asked Hollis about it. I'm like, have you ever had that happen? And she goes, well, they said, well, maybe what happened is in life, they might have been one of them characters. You know, like the old guys who leave and come back. Like they always forgot something or they had something else to tell you or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that was wild. So definitely. Hi, Angie. And you have Heather here
Hi.
and Angie Wolf. And then I'll hop over. Oh, and Brandy Buchanan, Lori Peel, Numi Brown. Hold on. And Sarah Barr. Oh, yeah, they were there last night with his suits. Yeah, he had different suits on. Because it was funny. One, he came through like an old guy. Because I see, like how you said, like in front, and he came through like an old man and was pulling quarters out of people's ears. I'm like, okay. And then the next time he had on like a 70s light polyester suit and was doing that Staying Alive, that Saturday night. And it was a totally the same guy, but I thought they were totally different. Isn't that crazy? So,
It's so funny.
yeah, so somebody's definitely playing with your sound. And so I think it must be something with the energies or something because
Oh,
there's
yeah.
been some crazy stuff. I'm hopping over on Facebook to see. Hey, I see our video, but I'm looking for the comments. That's okay. I can find them on my phone. I was just trying to welcome whoever's on over on Facebook. But your sound's holding out good now.
All right.
We got going.
The times that we cut out, I
Yeah.
had a bug just show up on my screen door on the inside. Like, it didn't make any sense to me.
What was it?
A ladybug.
Oh, cool. Those are really good.
I was just like, oh, hi. Like,
Why is it? I'm live in the Facebook group, right? I know I am because I see it.
yeah, because I can see.
I don't know. I'm just going to let you go ahead. If you're in the Facebook group, if you could comment on the live. I don't know if I'm having. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm learning all this. I've done it for myself. See, it's not showing me live in Facebook, but I know I am.
Yeah, I'm not
It
seeing
says,
it either.
yeah. but I see you there. Got it. I'm so sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
If you're in the Facebook group, it's going live right now. There we go. I apologize. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
There. So of course there's no comments because I just started. I'm so sorry. There we go.
okay.
Okay, Tanzi was saying that she didn't see the comments either. I'm so sorry. I apologize, Nicole. I'll
All right. No
step back. I'll go ahead and just post the comments. Here, if
Okay.
you need me, just let me know.
Sounds good. All right. So, right off the bat, I have a little girl here. I'm going to say she's about 2 or 3 years old. Um, I'm seeing her from like the parents' point of view. So like we're running outside. I can see like I'm wearing a diaper and we're just kind of running through the field and we're giggling. Like I can hear it was just like a really, really happy night. Um, she has blonde hair. And she has blue eyes and she has like that really cute little toddler smile. And I can see her 2 front teeth and like the bottom, like her little bottom 4. And then I also hear my little ladybug. And I hear I'm okay now. And I don't. It looks like she's holding like her baby sister. And I know that sounds bizarre for like a 2 or 3 year old, but like on the other side, I'm suspecting that um maybe you lost another baby after her passing. I did, yes. So Laura said, "Oh, a ladybug, you saw it." I did. That's really cool that she came through that way. Um, I feel like her passing was very traumatic. I have a daughter, and she was 2 when my baby boy passed. Okay. Um, does anything else match for you, like her hair color or anything? Just probably not for me though. Okay. Okay, and then Donna says I'm getting like trauma around water. Um, As you say that, for me, like it feels like my lungs are like filling up and it's hard to breathe. However, I feel like I'm getting tossed around. Like the energy shift is like someone's not being very kind to me. She also shows me the letter F. So I don't know if that would be in relation with her name. Oh, thank you, Bev. She's just kind of, she's saying, I'm just here to help. So I think she might be trying to help bring through another spirit.
Can I say something?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um, this might be for you. So maybe tune into her. That's all I want to say. I think she's for you.
For me?
Hmm. So I'm gonna step back out. So tune in. I think that she's for you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said before, it's like it's something with the energies. Everything's really weird. But you said that you saw a ladybug earlier on the inside of the screen. No coincidence that the spirit that first came through, you called him ladybug. Okay. So I believe there's a message that this spirit came through for you strongest because you needed it right now. Because there was something that was discussed right before we got on.
Yes.
So that's all I'm going to say. So I will back out. But sometimes weird stuff like that, and it's not weird. It's just synchronicities, and you may have just manifested one yourself because you called forward. And so, because I'm checking all the streams, and she's not really mad, and that's what I'm like full on.
Wow.
So, yeah. So I'll step back, let you sit. And why don't you feel into that and see what she has to say?
Okay.
And you don't have to share whatever you're comfortable with because it's kind of sensitive. But sometimes spirits just call us, but
Yeah.
you're always in control. We're always in control. So they can't ever put you somewhere where you don't want to be. That's really cool. Wow. I have like full body chills. How do you feel?
I don't know. Like, I feel weird. It's like she seems familiar to me, but her purpose isn't to find who she belongs to. Like, I don't know what to make of it. Like, it's
So,
overwhelmed. Like, I'm like, I don't.
so she can just, you can have her like sit down. That's what I've learned. One of my coaches told me that just have them sit down and then it might be clearer later in your session tonight or something. But yeah, or you can come back to your. What's really nice is there's no time, so they can sit down for a while. But yeah, feel into it. But yeah, that's really cool. Good job.
Thank you. She's like, okay. So she just says, you know, my mom. So I'm going to kind of look into that. Okay. Okay. So I think I have to agree she is for me. I'm just going to ask her if it's okay to share what her opinion is. Okay, so she is saying yes. So I'm just going to share with you all that I am trying to have a baby. And just like a really cool thing, I think I know who she goes with. I don't know her mom directly, but I used to be friends with her sister, with the mom's sister. Anyway, I think she's just kind of giving me, she just did this cool thing where she like put her hands like where my sacral chakra is, and like it's just the coolest feeling ever, and I wish I could explain it better to you guys, but it was like she just put her hands on my uterus, like in that area, and just like lit, just sent light. Like she put her hands and like, yeah. I just felt like just like the biggest burst of love and warm light around me. And she's just kind of like, be patient and trust in the divine timing. Because she's like, nothing is happening on accident. And thank you. I'm very excited. It's been a long wait. So like my husband and I, we have been like, no, we don't want to have a baby for the longest time. Like we've been together for 10 years. And we had a pregnancy scare last month, and it was negative. And the first time that we've ever been together, we were both just like really disappointed that we weren't pregnant. So since then, we have been on a journey, and I'm feeling like I'm going to get pregnant very soon. And Tanzi said she is giving you the baby. That's what it feels like. I'm super, super excited to start this chapter. Kind of over. I am not currently pregnant, no. Well, I can't say that, but I don't feel like I'm pregnant yet. We just finished with my ovulation cycle a couple days ago, so fingers crossed that we got pregnant this cycle. But I feel very drawn to the month of May, so maybe I'm going to find out that I'm pregnant this month, or I'm going to get pregnant this month. That's what I'm hoping. So okay, I'm going to, Donna Izzy said, wow, how beautiful and powerful, right? I'm just very excited for this. Praying for you, and I think you are pregnant. I'm not psychic, but that's my feel. Well, thank you. I really, really hope so. 100% confirmation that you will have a baby soon.
I'm loving this. Like, isn't that just beautiful? Like, what a way to start your night. Like,
honestly, I'm just like,
How beautiful. Look at all these beautiful blessings and stuff. I, no coincidences, only
No,
synchronicities. Like you couldn't have planned that if you tried.
no. What's crazy is we made the decision to go get my birth control removed, and then my ovulation started 3 days exactly after the appointment, and that was the soonest one they could get me in.
Wow.
Hmm.
Look at that. Look, everybody's best wishes on your journey, everybody. Okay, I'm going to step back up. So just, I would just breathe and refocus because she's definitely brought, that was beautiful. You good? How are you? Do you need me to do anything? Give us some sage.
That's a lot. I've got chills everywhere right now.
Oh, look, I feel like crying myself here. My sister's ready to have her baby too, so it's lovely. Oh,
I'm just gonna share with you guys. So, like, anytime my husband and I have been out in nature and we're discussing the whole process of having a baby, the baby sends us little,
oh, yes,
like, and
a
I love
little heart.
because they're little hearts. And then while we were on some random trail, like on a little hike in Kentucky, I found this one. And I want to just mention there was no walnuts anywhere. We just talked about the baby, and I looked down on the ground, and there they were.
Wow, they're very strong.
And I haven't found another one since I found the third. So I'm like,
Oh, look at that.
they're
They
so.
think you'll be. Lisa thinks you'll be pregnant by the end of May. Tanzi says, "Take it all in, babe." Oh, and look, everybody's crying. Brings
Oh,
tears of happiness for you. Oh, Eva, welcome. Hello, beautiful people. Oh, and see, there's another somebody else. Holly, way to make me cry. Oh, and then over on, hold on. I'm sorry. It gives me a minute to copy and paste. Over on the Facebook page, we have Anna Gonzalez, Mary Beth, Norma, and Anna says, hold on, I'm getting it. You have to like copy and paste. Hollis makes it look really easy. There's really a lot that goes there.
read the prayer of the
Lady
Lady.
La Leche of the Leche, Lady of the Milk, Leche's milk. She's
Oh,
very miraculous. Yes, she works with saints.
I love that. I will have
Oh,
to
I
look.
love. Look at Bianca's. Does that make you think of anything? You know what that reminds me of? The Goonies. Hey, you guys. Okay. So I got a little bit lighthearted, got some energy moving. You good?
Yeah, I'm just taking it all in. Like, that was a lot in a really good way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll just clear a little bit. Oh, here's Bianca lucked in. She just happened to be here. Here, I'm gonna tell you a story, just kind of clear the energy. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me today. Um, crazy, crazy day. But how says because some kind of planetary T or Pluto or something. I had to go to the city today, and I live like an hour and a half away.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to go get groceries, medicine, and something else. I was gonna pay storage, like a couple errands, right? So I figure I leave at 11:11. I have plenty of time to drive an hour and a half there, hour and a half back, to be back for tea time at 4, right? No problem. Plenty of time. I went just to get my medicine. There were so many people. I've never seen so many people there in my life. It took me an hour and a half, what normally is 10 minutes. Took like an hour and a half. I'm like, what the heck? I had no time to do anything else. Just came home. Start heading home, and not even 10 miles from our house, I'm at the stop sign. And well, it's like 2 towns over. I'm at the stoplight, and a sheriff car turns on their lights and goes flying past me. I'm like, what the heck? And then I go down the road, and we're like it's this big curve called Dead Man's Curve, this huge curve. And there's a police behind me, comes flying up. I'm looking at my rear view mirror. He's right there. I'm like, what? And they're like flying like 100 miles an hour. They're flying. He goes past me. I'm like, oh, there's a wreck. I'm glad we were delayed. I'm like, I'm really glad we were delayed. We missed whatever wreck is ahead. We get up to the next highway to turn, and it's bumper to bumper. And we got there like 3 minutes after it happened, It was a freaking high speed chase, and they pitted and then like they hit him to get him to stop. And it was 3 minutes ahead of me, right where I go, right by the river, the big bridge that goes over the river. Yeah. So just know, like, and what's really cool is right beforehand there was a red-tailed hawk in the middle of the city that I saw right on the wire. Same place I saw him last time I went, like a month ago. Yeah, in the middle of the city. So there was no doubt in my mind that we were diverted today to avoid a high speed chase. I mean, they pummeled that car, pummeled that car. And on the road, my dad was a cop, so I know like pit like how they run into him to make him flip.
Mm-hmm.
But the road had like this, instead of like a skid mark, it looked like a skid mark, but it had rubber like that, like on the road, like this big huge. It was crazy, crazy.
That is crazy.
So everything that happens for a reason. We're never in, you know what I mean? But we are definitely divinely protected, watched over. Our wishes are always. And today I was like, well, I can't get my groceries. That's okay. I got enough food at the house. We'll make do. Because I was going to get my veggies and fruits and all the healthy stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
just don't let stuff stress you out. Just roll with it, you know?
That's what I tell my husband too. Like, and he's gotten more. He used to be very skeptical, and he's like, "Oh, that's crazy," but now he understands. I'm like, "Well, you married me, so you're gonna have to learn."
Yeah.
Anyway, we were. It's like we used to get really frustrated whenever we would get stuck in traffic and we had to be on
Thank
time.
you.
But I was just like, "No, there's a reason for this."
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really glad I was safe because it was crazy. Like we missed it by minutes. And I knew when they started flying past and when the stadium went past, like people were driving up on the curb because it was like capped, like it was crazy. Crazy stuff. So yeah. I told Hollis right, I'm like, holy cow. And it diverted me. Like, yeah, just all the timing was just insane. So now how you feel? Are you ready to go back? You good?
So I think so. We're gonna see if I can channel.
Okay. I'm gonna see. And we have, let me check over on Facebook. Thanks, Aaron. Aaron also is saying glad you're protected. There's lots of times we're protected. We don't always have like such prime examples or like that our guides and guardians are involved, like, you know, the ladybug this morning and then you're reading and stuff. So in life, sometimes we're like, we don't get messages. We're not, it happens and sometimes we don't even really realize it. So you stop and think and go, oh, if I wouldn't have been delayed, I would have been right in the middle of that. Oof. So, okie doke. Enjoy.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I am picking up on another child. I hear my mama. I love her. And I can kind of just see like a silhouette. He's not really come forth all the way yet. But he has like, it looks like a teddy bear. It might be a stuffed toy. He says that I passed very young. And then he does this, like to show me age. He's like 1, 2, and then we get to 3. We're not quite to 3, but he's like, stop. Like, it looks to me like he used to like to be like run around the house and then like get chased, and he'd think it was the funniest thing because like I see him running down the hall and then he kind of like looks back and he's giggling, and then I see him like get picked up and he just thinks it's the funniest thing in the world. He also has a very cute little toothy grin. And I also hear like I'm sick. Aaron says I'm doing that to my son right now. And it, like, he's the way he says very is very cute because he's just like, I don't feel very good. So he would say like berry instead of very. And I feel like he was very attached to a blankie. Because, like, I can see he doesn't, like, it's a time when he's not feeling very well, and he kind of just, like, crawls up to his mom on the couch, but he's got his blanket, and then he just, like, goes to sleep on her chest. And he looks like he had like either he was flushed the way he's showing me right now because he wasn't feeling good, or he had like rosy cheeks. And he also shows me like I don't know if this would have been like a favorite toy of his, but I can see like a little Tonka truck, like the little dump truck looking things, not the big ones that were big enough for you to like sit in. It's just like a small toy you would push around in the dirt. So whoever he is for, he is just wants you to know like he is an angel and he loves you very, very much. And he did want me to say that he has a sister. Okay, so Maddie's asking, does he have a brother too? I'm getting a yes but he does have a brother as well. Okay. So I'm going to move on to the next spirit. I see an older lady. Okay, she said I could be my boy. I hope it is. Of course, I'm sorry if it's not. Hey, well, I will. I think this may be for you, Maddie. Okay, so I am getting a yes that it is for you, Maddie. And he's just like, he doesn't want you to worry about him, and he knows that you miss him. And he talks about how much you love him, and you were just the best mom. And he wants you to know too that he watches over He watches over his siblings. And I feel like there's especially like a closeness with him and his sister. I don't know, like, if that was before he passed or if that's just like a soul connection that they have. He feels very close to her. Like, he spends a lot of time watching over her. He also makes me feel like he plays with her. Was he sick, did you say? And he is an angel because someone has said that. I was picking up on a sickness because he said I sick. And they didn't feel very good. I just heard accident and it's kind of throwing me off, but so he's also saying, Maddie, that he spends a lot of time. There was an inquest into his passing. My ex-partner has been convicted. Okay. Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So, I made a connection here because, like I said, I think I know who the little girl was that came through with baby stuff for me, but like also with her passing. Because if it's who I believe it is, it makes sense for why I was hearing hurt me. But your baby is saying, I don't want you to be angry anymore. And I know that's incredibly hard to not be angry. He's kind of just saying, like, your anger isn't hurting anybody at this point other than you, because, like, he doesn't want you to hold on to that. Because he's just saying, I want you to remember me in life, not how I passed. So I understand, like from your side of like, how can he say don't be angry? He's just like, because the anger is hurting you at this point. And he just doesn't want you to hurt anymore. And he loves you too. So much. He wants you to know that he is around you and always trying to comfort you the best that he can. And he just wants you to know, he's just like, I'm so sorry that I had to leave you so soon. Whew. And then Lynette just says, oh, that's a message for anyone holding on to anger. And it is really a good message because, we just have to learn how to let the anger go. I always I think of like holding on to anger because I'm not going to get into too much about me. She said, oh my God, don't be sorry. I'm so sorry I was your mama. He said, don't ever be sorry for being my mama. She said, Maddie, I'm so sorry, another medium in this group. So me, not all babies are meant to grow up. Some are meant to be angels. I know that doesn't help, but he has a purpose on the other side. He is guiding you from there, and he is always with you. Very well said, Carrie. I will share a personal with you guys. I had gotten pregnant in 2017. I didn't know I was pregnant until I was actively miscarrying. And I just kind of like tucked it down and was just like went on with my life. It was like I bottled all of that emotion up and I didn't ever face it or deal with it. And then I went to a medium and she brought up my baby. And I just didn't understand why I didn't know I was pregnant, because any other time I knew right away that I was pregnant. It was really, really freaking hard because I couldn't wrap my brain around why that needed to happen. But she had to use me so I could learn. But also, like, she wasn't supposed to be Earthside. Like, that was her last hoorah, so to speak, for her just to evolve up into that next level. It was part of her soul's journey to use my body. So she just had to do what she had to do. Anyway. So through that, I know she's my angel. I know she's with me. She's watched her brother and sister grow up. I know that she's a big part of this current journey. But it's still hard to accept that she's not here physically. But Maddie, so your son, he just he wants you to know how much you're loved and how grateful he was to have you. And he's like, I chose you. You were who I wanted to be my mom. And he wants you, he's like, go break dishes if you have to. He's like, let it out. He's like, because you deserve to heal. And you deserve to live a life where you're not holding on to anger. And he just said, I love you so much and I'm always around. He's like, just talk to me whenever you want and I'm here. And he wants you to know he's always watching over his siblings. He's kind of like doing really cute, like showing me his little muscles, and he's like, I'm protecting them. He's like, I'm protecting them. Okay, so I do have, I'm going to like squeeze one more in real quick. She is right off the bat. She is like, I'm somebody's mom. She has dark hair. And I want to say her hairstyle reminds me, it's very 90s-esque hair. You know, like with the bangs and then the swoop. The little, like, half the bangs are swooped up behind, like little bump thing going on. She's very well kept. Should I miss him so much? Sorry, my kid just got home from wrestling practice. So the docs are trying to eat him. So Maddie said, I miss him so much. Thank you for allowing him to come through for you. It sucks, but it's comforting on my heart. Thank you so much. You are so very welcome. I'm sending you so many hugs and so much love right now. The mom that I have here, she has like dark hair. It's shorter in length. And she's got like the bangs. It looks to me like she has her nails done. She just keeps flashing her nails and I can see red. Like they look like red polished nails. Linda, no, not always. Sometimes I will get a name and it'll be close to the name of the person. And then sometimes they show me like the letters. Yes, Kelly, I do private readings.
That's her website right there if you need a private reading. And there's coupons for $25 off.
So she's saying she has a daughter. She says, I have a daughter who's been waiting to hear from me. She's like, I send her all these signs, but she thinks I'm not here. She kind of has like this, she's very smart, but she's kind of sassy. Very much like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. And I always get the, see, well, if you just would have listened to me to begin with. And she's very animated with how she talks. She talks like I do. She talks with her hands just like me. She kind of, okay, so like, she kind of like her, she's giving Italian mom. Like, I don't know. Like, I would imagine like she would have been like a mob wife or something. She wasn't a mob wife, but like, just kind of very, okay, so Kendra says it could be my mom. Okay. No, I don't see any tattoos, Laura. She's wearing like, from what I can see, she's got like a black dress shirt on, and like they're long sleeves, so I can't see any tattoos on her. I'm gonna put her between the age range and 40s being very young. I would put her to 40s to her very early 60s. I wouldn't put her past the age of 62. And as I say that, she's kind of like, 50s. No, I just asked her how she's passed, and she's kind of just like, that's not important. We don't need to talk about that. And this is just as she said it. She was like, but you know, I did kind of feel like shit. That's exactly what she just said to me. Like, she's sitting with her legs crossed. She's got on little high heels, and she was a smoker. And I can't tell if she's being playful, but she said she has a very like, I'm gonna put her like northeastern accent, kind of New Yorkish for me. Definitely like in that ballpark. Kendra, any idea when she passed? She just said many years ago. Whatever that means. She's kind of vague. And she just goes, oh, just kidding. It was really just a few years ago. She said, I got to pull your leg a little. So Kendra said, I think it's her. So I'm just asking if she's here for you, Kendra. She's saying yes. Because she made a comment earlier. She was like, your father, he's a scoundrel. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if she was like being playful or if she was being serious. Okay. Is she with anyone? She said, of course I am. You think I'm up here by my... She's like, you think I'm up here alone? Who would I talk to? So she's saying you got something you wanted to ask her? Okay. Sorry, she says she says a lot. She talks kind of fast. She's got a lot to say. Was she like chatty? Really chatty back like when she was here? Okay, so to answer your first question, she says yes. I did get a yes on that. And then yes. She's like, I am great up here. She's kind of just like changing how she presents herself. She just like does the spin thing. And she was like, you should see these pumps. She's like, she's like, I'm just gonna wear whatever I want. She's like, I look great. And then Kendra said yes. So I don't know what she means by this, but she says, you know what I already think of that guy. So I don't know what she means by that or who that guy is. She said, "This is amazing. I haven't gotten signs in a long time." It's so funny that you said that because I'm actually writing down right now because she's like, she's starting to step back. But she's just kind of like, "I love you so much." And she said, "Pay attention to my signs." She said, she's like, "It's like pulling teeth." I send her a sign and she's just like out here in space.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Oh, that was perfect. That's a great. I have that. That happens a lot where we're like, I don't see anything, and it's just like open your eyes because they're sending birds, they're sending music, they're sending all kinds of stuff. That's cute. Um, hold on. There was a bunch of comments I wanted to address too. There were some people that were JR and Tandra, I think it was. Tanya, that also the woman sounded familiar too. So that's why she used her pendulum to clarify who it was.
Yes, I do work with a
Okay.
pendulum just for future guys. Sometimes I
Right. I
don't
just
mention it, but
no, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. I just wanted them to know that. So it's hard. We have to use because it's like we're playing charades. So
mm-hmm.
and everybody's just saying how good you did.
Well, thank
And
you guys.
I apologize for the mix-up with the comments. I was going through and deleting, and somehow it was showing them. That's why there was a couple out of whack. But great job tonight. If you all would like a full reading with Nicole, all you have to do, she does do private readings, half hour and 1 hour, I think, right? I don't know exactly what all you offer.
I
But right
do.
here is her link right there. Okay. And there is a spring special right now where you can save 20, I think it's 25% or 22 with code SPRING25. So just go there, enter SPRING25, and you save some money.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So
All right. Well,
great job.
thank you.
Yes.
For your night, I'm gonna go take these dogs out, and I'm gonna cook dinner.
Have a great night. Have a great night.
You too.
Take care, sweetheart.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye bye. It's okay if you missed the live, honey. We have some more coming up, and I just want to wish everybody a good evening. Have a great night, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much for coming. Hold on, I got it. Doing all the technical stuff. Thank you so much. Bye bye, everybody. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Are you seeking guidance on your spiritual journey? Need help with a vexing problem? Missing a loved one and looking for answers? Look no further than Psychic Insights, a small trusted psychic service offering mediums, psychics, and spiritual coaching. This service is managed by Hollis Taylor, a gifted psychic medium, astrologer, and a compassionate coach. We are dedicated to helping you navigate your spiritual awakening. At Psychic Insights, we provide medium readings and psychic insight to help you plan for tomorrow and make choices for today. Find the support you need, compassionate grief coaching, and astrological insights to help you spiritually grow and transform. Our professional services include well-managed schedules, recorded sessions, and reliable psychic mediums ready to facilitate your transformational experience. Discover more at psychicinsights.life.